All right, my volume's been a little bit crazy. We're just going to do a quick late night reading. I'm sorry I had to come on so late, guys. I had a whole lot going on today. A lot of phone calls, a lot. So I just couldn't get on. This is the very soonest I could get on. So thank you for being here so late. If you want to hear an angel message, something that you need to hear, this is for you. Hi, Jay. Hi, guys. I'll be doing a lightning round at the end of this quick video. Lightning round is 15 minutes. And if you want a reading, it's just $28. And it's the last 15 minutes of the video. So if you want to pay ahead of time to make sure you're called, that's fine. If you want to wait till the very end of the video to pay, you might run out of time. So just putting it out there if you want one. All right. Oh, Jay, you're about to start your day? That's awesome. Ling, you're at the grocery store currently? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Spirit, please guide and direct us with these cards. Please show us what we need to see. What does the universe want to say tonight? Hi, Earth Angel. What do you see for us? What do you see coming? Number 1, message from the universe. Number 2, who you're dealing with. Number 3, what's going to happen? Bottom of the deck is 2 of Wands in the reverse. Your decisions decide your future, nothing else. Okay. Thank you, Ling Ling. I am an empress. So whoever's watching this, you're supposed to remember that. You're not supposed to lose focus on yourself and that you are divine, beautiful, powerful, kind, generous, loving. You have a good heart, okay? Not everybody's going to understand that. And what my message from Spirit is this. So many people make mistakes. So many. Everybody. Everybody loses their patience. Everybody says things they don't mean. Everybody has regrets. Everybody can see 2020 in hindsight. Do not beat yourself up. You've recently made a mistake. You've made some bad choices. Maybe you've hurt yourself. Maybe you've hurt others. Maybe it was intentional. Maybe it wasn't. But the fact is, you're not perfect. This is, we make decisions, and yep, they decide our future. And sometimes they were the worst decisions we could have made. But what can we do? Spirit says, learn from it. Grow from it. Under that, you have the 3 of Swords. It's okay to cry. You've been way too strong lately, and you've not been letting yourself feel the pain. All right, you've been trying to keep a strong face. You've been trying to act like you've got this all together. You're 100%, and Spirit's like, slow down. Quit acting so tough, Empress. It's absurd to cry when a story comes to an end. Or is it? The witch asks you this between sniffles. Remember, in Gilmore Girls, when Lorelai kept trying to convince Rory to let herself wallow after her breakup with Dean, because she knew that would be the only way Rory would be able to fully process it. If you're experiencing a Rory-level heartbreak, then consider this card your own personal Lorelai. They say that the heart heals with time. But if you don't use that time wisely, it might not. You have to take part in your own healing. So go get the ice cream, the tissues, make a sad playlist, and listen to it on repeat until the tears can't run out anymore. Keep doing it till one day it no longer hurts as much. And then you're so busy you have other stuff to do. I'm also getting this divine message that it's not just you that made this decision. There's 2 wands here. One for you, one for them. Why sit here and take up all the burden and act like it's all your fault? Why sit there and blame yourself and say, it's me. I'm the problem. It takes 2 to tango. It's not just an old saying, it's a fact. It takes 2 people to fight. It takes 2 people to have a breakup, say things they don't mean. It takes 2 people to do bad business, get into a bad contract. It takes 2 people. It is not just one person's fault. And I think you need to hear that. It's just not all your fault. You may know exactly what kind of future you want, but you may not know how to get there. Sometimes it's best to just pick an action, any action, and then just see how far that takes you. Ask your deck, what's the first step, and see what card comes out. What is the first step towards your recovery? Spirit, please show us the first step. 9 of Wands. You need to protect yourself. The first 2 cards are 9-9. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. And I'm sorry, but yes, that says a heck of a lot about you, yourself, your boundaries, your protection. It does speak about looking out for yourself, doing what makes you happy, doing what keeps you safe, and doing what's best for you. How many empresses out there do not do what's best for them, and they sacrifice. They sacrifice so many things for the better of others. We're all guilty of it. Bottom of the deck here is my gifts are expanding rapidly. Good, so you're growing. You're the Empress, you should be growing. You're growing and you're becoming more evolved, more wise, more experienced. Your soul is just going to the next level. That's great. That means you're not staying stuck. That means you're not stubborn. That means that you are evolving. And gosh, you need to celebrate that. All right, so advice. The advice from your angels, your spirit guides, is the Eight of Cups, my friend. If your life feels stale, you need to go explore some new scenery. Number one, your guides are telling you you're bored. You're bored with your city. You're bored with your town or the area of your town. You're bored in your house. You're bored in this relationship. And it may not even be bored. It may just be you're sick of it. You're sick of everything about it. And it all points out to being alone. Number one, being single. Number two, just getting away from people that hurt you. 3 swords. It's like, I just really need to get away. I can't believe how hurt I am. That's where you're at. If you're watching this and you know you are suffering 3 swords and you just need to get away on a vacation, or maybe you need to move and pack up altogether, this is your reading. Eight of Cups says this for you. The Witch in this card, we sometimes stay where we're no longer happy because it's all we've ever known. And we aren't sure we would find happiness elsewhere. Consider this. If you're already unhappy, then what's the harm in at least trying to see if you could be happy someplace else? She asks you, I can't tell you what to do with your life, obviously. But as for me, I'm going to walk away from this. And I'm going to go find a new path. And maybe you should consider doing the same. The worst thing that could happen is that you don't quite find what you're looking for. The best thing that could happen, you find everything you've been looking for. You've been trying so hard to make this relationship work. And I think you're at this place where you're like, I can't. You know why? You know why I can't make it work? Because I can't make it work by myself. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. It is a 2-person job, 2 of Wands. And if someone is not choosing you or not choosing to work at this with you, there's nothing else you can do. And try as hard as you might, it's time to go. That's enough. Really, it is. Let's see who you're dealing with. True success isn't about money, it's about happiness too. But it's a King of Pentacles in reverse. Who are you dealing with? You're dealing with a very manipulative, selfish, controlling person. Honestly. They want to take over everything. They want to run everything. What they say goes because they're always right. They're always right. And you need to just listen. But the card says this. Even though this person is successful, they may have a lot of money. They may have a 800 credit score. They may have a really nice car. They may look like $1 million. They may be using their status or their reputation in some kind of a self-serving way. Hi, Jack Wolf. Long time no see. I'm so glad you're here. They may give but only when it benefits them. Or maybe it's only to make it seem like they're actually a good person. They might actively be avoiding being a kind person. And you know what? They try to avoid dealing with you because you might point out their flaws. The advice of this card is try to avoid dealing with this person as much as possible. I want you to face the reality that you are either A, dealing with a very toxic earth sign, or B, the person you're dealing with is greedy and selfish and bossy. Okay? Getting a little bit of narcissistic vibes. And you've been trying so hard to make it work with them. And they don't care. I'm sorry, they don't care. They've been selfish. They don't care. They took what they could take from you when they could take it, and they only give to you when it benefits them. You don't need that. So I want you to cry, though, with this Three of Swords. I really do. I want you to feel it because you loved this person, Eight of Cups, with all your heart. All your heart. And you tried and you tried and you tried, but it was never good enough. It didn't quite make the mark. You tried to be good, but you weren't. You tried to be grateful, but you were accused of being ungrateful. You tried to be loving, but you were told you were the enemy. You tried to be giving, but you were told they don't need you, and they never asked for that. You tried to be forgiving when they were never sorry. You tried to be understanding, and you gave them 1,000 excuses. You name it, they're under stress. They're going through a lot right now. You gave them a lot of leeway, a lot of room to make mistakes. And on top of all of that, you were extremely patient. Oh, were you patient with this person? You gave them years with the Pentacles. Years to come to, years to correct their behavior, years to fix a situation, years to make it right, years to change. And I don't know if it's because they didn't love you enough, or I don't know if they didn't love themselves enough. But there's one truth here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the answer is, because the fact remains, you were left neglected. You lacked that love, that nurturing. You were not being treated the way you treated them. And you could sit here and say, well, I wasn't perfect either. I lost my temper sometimes. I went off on them. I said things that were horrible. I blocked them. You might have a lot of things that you're like, oh, I regret I was out of character. But you know the difference between you and them is you actually cared. You felt bad. You had a conscience. You felt guilty, Three Swords, that you went off on them, even though they deserved it. You felt bad that maybe you didn't understand what they were saying. You took it the wrong way. And you said something you wish you wouldn't have said. And you play it back and you're just like, oh, dang it, that's not what I heard at the time. I was wrong. I misunderstood them. I shouldn't have overreacted. The truth is, you were being abused. And at the time, you may have reacted in a way that you wouldn't normally act when you were rational, calm, regulated. But during that moment where you were being abused, whether mentally, emotionally, verbally, whatever, you acted in the right way because your spirit was shocked. You were just shocked at what they said, shocked at what they did, shocked at how they were acting, shocked at how they were responding to your heart, to your love, to your intentions. You were shocked that they couldn't read your energy because you were there for the right reasons. You really needed help. Some of you guys, you went to the King of Pentacles to ask for a loan or to ask for some support, and they had more than enough money, more than enough, but they didn't want to. They wanted to make a deal with the devil. They wanted to get more than they deserved. They wanted to be unfair about it. Let's just call it what it is. They were selfish. And they got selfish and greedy in the end. For others of you, it wasn't money. It was you went to this person for comfort, for emotional support, just soul comfort. And they sucked you dry like a vampire. And you're just sitting here shocked at like, just the idea that this person that you cared about would do this to you. Because the kind of heart that you have, you would never do this to anybody else. You would never in a million years hurt them like this. Ever. Ever. How could they do this to you? And I think that's why you got that Three of Swords. And I think that's why the instruction is to just go ahead and cry. That it's okay. Also, you should know, you are an empath. And you're very empathetic. You carry a lot of empathy. Not a lot of people have empathy. Empathy is not just understanding how someone feels. It's feeling what they're actually feeling and giving them comfort, because you are sacrificing your joy and you're joining in by choice in their pain. So you're just like, yep, I am going out of my way for them. I'm joining in their suffering. That's empathy. You wanted to suffer with them. And now that you're suffering, They could care less. They're not even concerned. I'm going to keep it 100%. They're busy at work. They're not thinking about you. They're getting their hair done, their nails done, or they're going out with the guys, or they're going to the gym. They're going to their friend's house. They're doing whatever, but they're not concerned with you. Who's crying over me? 8 of Cups? The Empress? Wait, who's that? Oh, yeah, them. Not my problem. Looks like the ungrateful one is them, not you. And so Spirit's giving you full green light, authority to step away. Just get away. Get away before you get hurt anymore. Outcome? The outcome is temperance. Let go of self-imposed limitations. But I like to notice how this girl looks. She's looking very comfortable. It looks like she's dressed for spring, maybe fall. She's got the window open. She's sipping some tea. I don't know if you guys can see this. She's also got a cup of water. She's hydrating. She looks good. She's got some tulips right beside her. She's got some plants behind her that are not green. They're recovering. Those plants behind her are tinged with brown. They were thirsty. They were struggling. And she's trying to bring them back to life. This is a testament about you. You are the brown plant. You almost died. You literally almost died. Your soul was just not doing well. You almost didn't make it. Maybe you were thinking thoughts of hurting yourself. Maybe you were just thinking, this is it. Deep depression. Maybe you lost yourself in this relationship or this endeavor, this goal, this dream. You lost yourself. And now you're on your way to recovery. Temperance. And now you're realizing you can do it. You can recover. You can be okay without them. You know, Temperance is the fix-it angel usually, and he does represent the healer, the physician, the doctor. Doctor's orders is to have some peace and some balance. For some of you guys, honestly, I feel like you're going to move. And you guys are going to move away by August. For some of you, it may be the month of August you move, but you guys are going to be moving away, decided at least by August. And your life is actually going to get pretty good. Honestly, I really feel it. I feel it in your reading. Your life is going to be better without them. It may not feel like that right now, 3 of Swords, but it is. And the reason it's going to be better is just because you're finally stepping away from that toxic hate, jealousy, abuse. It was just, it was awful. And again, the saddest thing is you really love this person. God, it's so hard for you to walk away from them. So hard for you to leave them. It's really, 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 really hard. This witch in the Temperance card adores a good cup of coffee. But the caffeine was keeping her up at night, which impacted her overall happiness. Instead of totally cutting it out, though, she just decided to drink a little less coffee and a little more water nowadays. Well, she sleeps more peacefully, and she still gets to make plenty of coffee magic. In her story is a message about the importance of balance, and it's over complete and total restriction that you can find this harmony. By adapting to a practice, a sacrifice, or a dedication of some sort, by adapting a practice of saying yes to yourself every so often without giving in to feelings of shame or guilt, you can help build a sense of contentment and inner harmony in your life. If there's something that you're craving and indulging in, it wouldn't cause any harm, well, then say yes to yourself today. But if there's something that is causing you harm, you need to restrict yourself from it. And you are dealing with a toxic witch. You've been surrounding yourself by this person who depletes you, who puts you down, who shrinks you. They're destructive, and they create self-destructing behavior in you. What does the universe want to say? Let's get a transformation oracle. $15 minutes left, guys. If you guys want a reading, you have 15 minutes to purchase. It's $28 on Cash App or donation on my website. If you become a new member, I'll allow you 2 questions. And by a new member, I mean joining a membership on my website. Spirit, what is going to happen once you guys, 8 of Cups, this toxic King of Pentacles, what is your fate? Oh, you got receptivity. I like it in reverse because it means you're no longer going to listen to them. You're no longer going to be filled with toxicity from that devil, that temptation. Because you're going to block it out. And when they want you back, when they're trying to tempt you, come back to my toxicity, you have closed ears. You're not even going to listen. You're done. This is actually you cutting someone off by blocking them. They're not even going to know where you live. They're not going to know how to find you. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to reach out. You need to go where your heart wants you to go. Your original idea still seems like you only had one valid choice. You can ask, how is that idea working out for you today? You may need to focus your body, your heart, your spirit before opening your mind to a new inspiration. You're going to really have to trust your inner self here before you walk out. And to be honest, the transformation is actually listening to yourself, because you haven't been for a long time. You've been listening to them, not yourself. So it's kind of going to be a little bit difficult for you to get acclimated to listening to you for a change. And the other card, where are you headed? As you start to listen to yourself again, where is this person headed, Spirit? We have flying in the reverse and spirit of place. Okay. I do get that feeling you're going to relocate. Let's see. When you see flying card reversed, it's just a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded. And for now, you must avoid overreaching. There's still work to be done before you can earn your wings. So the advice here is don't move anywhere where you have to take a plane. Don't get on a plane and move somewhere you got to fly to. This is move somewhere where you can drive. You're just going to take a drive. It might be a 20-minute drive away from you, probably tops. 20 minutes, new area. Be patient, and what you see will not be out of reach forever. So you will get to make that big move, but just maybe not right now. Remember this story of Icarus and the wax wings. He flew way too close to the sun too fast. It melted and he died. And it's kind of just telling you don't do too much too fast. For others of you, you're probably going to move, but not right away. What's going to happen is you're going to move maybe in a few months. You might not be moving till August or September, because here we have the 4 and there's fall. Spirit of place. You may be relocating around fall. So maybe your move is coming. Just be patient. I know you're itching to get out of here, though. Let's see what this says. Don't get entangled in the details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of this person? What is their real agenda? Then trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself and then to the world. You will always be able to distinguish between the essence of what is true and what is fake. Also, the number 11 is a prominent number for you. Your ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it, just as we have a soul. The plants, the trees, the mountains, the rivers, they all have an essence. When the spirit card comes into your reading, it says that the answer of your query is in the overreaching theme of your circumstance. Is your question about struggle? The answer is relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than longing for it. If your query involves moving, then it says, wait for the signs. You'll be moving soon. Once you find the essential truth that underlines your message, you're going to know the answer you seek. What is going to be the outcome of this situation? We have it's safe for you to love, retreat. Open up your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. You are calling in your soulmate. You're going to have to step back. There's somebody else. There's something else out there. Okay? And when that time comes and you're trusting that it's the right time, your soulmate's going to show up and you're going to know when it's safe to love again. What is something you need to know about that King of Pentacles in reverse? Spirit, show us the facts about this King of Pence. Repelled. This is pushing you away. They're pushing you away. It's their fault. They didn't let you in, Empress. You tried your best. They didn't let you in. This was a very one-sided relationship. They pushed you away. I think you needed to finally have some peace. That it wasn't you. You didn't F up so bad that you're so unlovable, that you're so intolerable, that this person couldn't stand you and just had to get away from you. It's not you. Okay, it's really not you. They pushed you away and they were being one-sided. Why? Because they're very vengeful. Okay, and that's something you needed to know. They were vengeful, okay? Nothing you can do about that. People are who they are. They do what they do. What is a message you need to know? Show me a message of this person. Twin flames. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. Especially if one of them is a Sag. What I'm hearing is this. Sometimes your soul is on a crazy path. And you have to learn something. And you have to go through it. And you have to sometimes pay dearly for whatever karma you're in. This person is like a twin flame. It is one soul, two bodies. You are attached. You are spiritually attached to this person. This soulmate is coming. They're coming into your life. You had to go through what you had to go through for whatever reason, but you are going to get the ending that you deserve, that you need. You are going to get it. Show me something else about this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Thank you for showing me what unconditional love is. That was your lesson to this person. They were so toxic. They were so one-sided. They were so pushing you away. And you loved them. And we got that from the very beginning of your message. You are the ultimate empress, the ultimate lover. You really showed them how to love someone past their faults. That is a lesson they learned from you. How to love. They've learned a lot from you. Maybe you came here, you conquered, you completed this, and now you're going to move on to greener pastures. But I just want you to know you showed that King of Pentacles what love really was. So it wasn't wasted. It really wasn't. Spirit, what do you want to say about this connection? We have here, my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For our love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Even in this Eight of Cups, in your separation, you're always together. You're gaining your freedom, and nothing is going to stop your path. Leaving the shore is so hard. I feel your pain. You just can't leave this person. You can't leave them. It's so hard, but you're going to, and you're going to, and you're going to have to. Maybe that's in 4 months. Maybe it's around the time frame I said. I don't know, but you are going to 8 of Cup this. You are going to get away, and you are going to heal, and they're going to remember you, and they're just going to remember the love you gave. It's a very special connection. You are soulmates in the sense you both came to teach each other something. Let's get a fortune cookie for you. There are 2 ways to spread the light. Be the flame or be the mirror that reflects it. Your time to shine. I just feel like you always lifted them up. They were the spotlight. They were the most important. And now it's you. And I just think you're finally putting yourself first. Bottom of the deck. From the movie The Vow. I vow to help you love life. To always hold you with tenderness. To have the patience that love demands. To speak when words are needed and to share in the silence when they are not. And to live within the warmth of your heart and always call it home. You know, he had a sad ending in The Vow. He didn't get the girl. I'm pretty sure, I think I'm remembering right. He didn't get the girl. She couldn't remember him. And as much as he tried to make her remember him, she just couldn't get there. And this is like you with this King of Pentacles in reverse. You've tried to make this King of Pentacles remember the love you guys shared. And to hold it as precious as you did, you know? And they just couldn't. They couldn't get there. They just couldn't get there with you. And you loved him anyways. And this is why it's so hard for you to leave, because you're so understanding and so healing, so forgiving. But you had to walk away for you because this was just killing you in the end. The same way that guy on The Vow kept killing himself, trying to prove to her every day he loved her and trying to make her remember him. So he's just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm killing myself here over someone that I can't convince to love me. Maybe I just need to walk away. Let them live their life. Maybe that's love. Maybe love isn't always holding them close, being right there with them. Maybe love is letting them go and do what they need to do. Learn what they need to learn. As much as you love them, and it's going to hurt like hell. I know based on these cards that you are going to choose yourself. And they're never going to forget you. I think the biggest question now is, are you ever going to get to come back at all, ever in the future, with this soulmate, with this twin flame? Are you ever going to get to come back? Are they ever going to come back to you 10 years from now? What do you see, Spirit? Is there a comeback? We have 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. That Earth sign's going to miss you. And they're going to realize something's missing from their life. You. Sometimes people don't appreciate what they've got till it's gone. And what I'm hearing is that Selena Gomez song, I had to lose you to love me. I had to lose you to love me, to love me, to love me, to love me. I had to lose you to love me. So that's what I'm hearing. You had to lose them to love yourself, and they had to lose you to love you because they just didn't appreciate you. Honey, this is a classic case of they don't appreciate what they have till it's gone. And you know what? You're going to get that reconcile, 6 of Cups. They're going to realize what they lost. And they can't lose you with the World card. It may be a while, but they're going to come back. And this was all planned. Temperance, patience, healing, moving away, stepping back, going silent, crying, healing. That's what you needed to call this soulmate in. You had to get the heck away. This was all part of the divine plan. And we're going to read one last card here. Heal yourself reading cards to see what's going to happen during all of this. If you paid for your question, please put it up on the comments. Bottom of the deck. Wow, we have beauty. There's a snake. For one, you're going to step away and beautify yourself. You're going to transform your body. Okay, your face, your hair, your skin, your figure. All of your exterior is going to change. And you're going to be putting a lot more work and effort into your looks because that's going to somehow make you feel good about yourself. It's going to make you nurture yourself, okay, in whatever means that is. And that snake is about shedding skin. So that's number one, bottom of the deck. The other card that comes out is courage. This is what you're finally finding, is the courage to leave this person. Maybe you never had the guts to get up and leave, but here you are going. So it says, whether you're afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are in this relationship. You had to make a decision, and you had to move forward with every bit of courage and belief. You had to trust and be bold. You had to give it your all, no matter what was going to happen. And despite what you've been telling yourself, you finally got ready for this new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to get out of this, to be better, to be strong, to win, to overcome. You've realized you had to stop investing in this dead-end relationship. 7 of Pentacles. You just couldn't invest in them anymore. They lacked what you needed. And you know what? This connection was just too much dysfunction. Very dysfunctional relationship. But every blessing has a challenge. And every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to explore both. Whilst there may be some difficult moments up ahead, keep positive and believe that this is all going to work out for the best. You are being asked to gather the courage to be who you truly are and stand firm and strong in your convictions. The action to take is, in order to receive what you need, make a list of the support you need to tackle the approaching opportunity. Become aware of who you are and what you're afraid of. Imagine that this fear takes on the shape of a person. What does he or she look like? Look fear literally in the eyes. Tell this fear that you are willing to learn from it and master the lesson. And you are not willing to be a slave to your fear anymore. Imagine loving your fear and taking steps forward. I want you to imagine the worst thing that could happen and then deal with it and be okay with it. I'm going to leave you with a message from this nasty little King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And not nasty in a good way. This toxic King of Pentacles. Number one, as they're gone, in their absence, they're going to talk to you through the lyrics of songs. So even while you guys are away and separated, you're going to hear music and you're going to think of this person. And that is going to be their spirit talking to you. We also have, I will always love you no matter what happens. So just know the love is there, okay? A lot of people wonder, well, is the love just going to disappear when I go? No, the love is there, and they're always going to love you. It's a very special connection, and there's obviously some divine, spiritual, soulmate type reason why you guys had to go through a living hell with this person. Sometimes our best teachers are the painful lessons, you know, and I'm just sorry you had to deal with it, but it is what it is. All right, I'm going to let you go. You guys have 5 more minutes to post your questions. Hey, Jesus, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You are the first and the only right now, so please post your question, and I'll do your reading. For everyone else, that 5-minute clock is counting down. Okay. All right. Why do you have to be so awesome? Oh, thank you, Jessie. That is so sweet of you. I'm going to see what Spirit wants to tell you about your situation. Thank you so much for your donation. Spirit, please guide and direct these cards to the right message for Jessie. Yes, I know you are Jesus, but I just figured I'd keep you private and say the name I saw on the screen. Thank you so much. Ooh, double. You got the Empress in the reverse. Then you got Judgment. Something's not growing, and you need to look at why. Okay, there's something that you want, something that you're trying to create, cultivate. This could be a relationship, a business, whatever this is for you. This Empress represents, and it could be your mother. You could have a terrible mom, or you could have someone that's a terrible wife, a terrible ex, a terrible feminine energy. But this Judgment card is, there are signs telling you why it's not growing, it's not healing. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. Okay. And I think that's the biggest message. You're dealing with someone, this Empress, who's hurting you, and you're like, why? I'm not hurting you. Why would you hurt me? Because hurt people, hurt people. And I think that's something you needed to know. Yes, and this could be yourself. It could be things are not going right for you, and you're trying to figure out why this thing about you, this thing that you're going for, it's not happening. What is the message Spirit wants to tell you about this? What feels like a no. It feels like a no. And it's very painful to accept a universal no or a universal dead end. I hate those. I really do. I hate them myself. Oh my gosh. You are the Empress. It says, I'm an Empress. And I just had that there, and I just shuffled, and it came out again. So it's meant to be there. You need to connect with the elementals of your connection, okay? Fire, earth, air, water, you know the deal. Why do you need to connect with your elementals? What is going on in your life that you're an Empress in reverse? Number one, late nights, a busy mind, like overthinking probably is what I'm feeling, overthinking. Overthinking your choices, all your decisions. The Tower. This is just like the universe is trying to help you dodge a bullet. But you're like, nah, I'm going to keep going for it. You keep feeding the fire. You keep feeding this. And you keep reviving something that's gone or dead. So this is, I keep reviving it, but it keeps dying. You're trying to like resuscitate a business idea, a relationship, or a belief, or something. You're like, I'm going to keep trying to bring it to life. But it keeps dying. And it's like Frankenstein. He keeps trying to bring him back to life, but then he dies like days later. And this is the biggest burden that you're carrying, 10 of Wands. And it's like, maybe you keep coming back to this relationship. Maybe you keep coming back to it and it gets revived. It's like, oh, we're going to save this now. It's working. And then it goes down again, down in flames. And you're just like, God dang it. And there's a lot of revival. And I don't know what you're reviving, but completely out of your whole video, oh yeah, you are reviving something that isn't supposed to be revived, or it's just not going to stay revived for long. Page of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. You're going to have a new beginning. And it may be with an earth sign or an Aquarius. But this new beginning is coming and it's good for you. But you don't really want to hear it. You're like, no, 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 no. I don't want a new beginning. I want to revive this. But the universe says, nope, there's this new beginning. And Spirit's trying to bribe you and pull you in another direction. There's clouds and the wind just pushing you. This is like pushing you away. You may be trying to revive a place to live, a place to stay, put your roots down. And every time you put your roots down, it gets uprooted. Like literally a tornado coming and ripping a house apart. And you're just like, God dang it, let me go rebuild. And Spirit's like, I'm trying to show you that this is not the place to lay roots. Yeah, it could be her. Could be her. But someone's like trying to put down roots and it doesn't belong. And it's this Empress. And dare I say, this person is extremely stubborn. Like really stubborn. Overly stubborn. And very controlling. Okay? This Empress is very controlling. The Empress in reverse is sadly, something may have been tarnished. And it may have tarnished this person's way of the way they view the world. And they have to be their own mother. They may struggle with some mother issues. They kind of have to hold their own hand and pull themselves out of the mud on their own. Sometimes it is what it is. With Judgment, and it is in the upright, it's about this person kind of like just going through the motions, going through the day as usual, but then it catches up to them. Everything seems fine till the Tower catches back up. And these are the signs, the red flags. This is a confirmation that the guides around this person are trying to show them love and support and saying, hey, this is big red flags. I need you to step away. What is this Empress's problem? Stripping down masculine beliefs. This Empress has toxic masculine beliefs. Oh, you did sign up? Yay! They're ashamed of what they've said, and they're sick of pretending and wearing a mask. So they've been very, very fake. And they've been macho, they've been egotistical, and you don't have to be a man. I just mean like, they act like they're not even hurt. They don't even need assistance, but actually they are hurting. Okay, they are hurting, they are suffering, but they're acting like it's no big deal. How does this person actually feel? Healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier and loving life. This could be you, this could be them. It's about making better choices. Healing, the star. You are going to get a love call, Jesus. You are going to get a love call. And the dragonfly is going to be a sign and a symbol about the person you're supposed to connect with. A dragonfly. But this person's thinking of you, and I do believe they're going to make a healthy choice, I feel. And you guys are going to get some kind of a renewal, okay? Maybe it's again. Maybe it's a cycle, I don't know, but you're going to get a renewal. I really want to say you're going to get a renewal again, and it may fall apart. Maybe that's just been the cycle, but oh, there's a renewal coming. The Ten of Swords in reverse is someone, and it could be them, is holding a grudge over something that happened a long time ago. They're not sure. They don't have a good reason to be so resentful. But who's hurting who? You or them? You don't have to reconcile with them if you don't want to. But consider how silent forgiveness could free you. Honestly, here's the deal. I'm just going to tell you what my intuition's saying. Someone keeps hurting you and you keep reviving it. Or you let them revive it. And it's going to happen again. It is what it is. They're very much that beautiful feminine energy for you. Okay? They've got some toxic masculine beliefs. They want a big, bad mother lover. You know what I'm saying? A big, bad, big, they've got toxic BS. But they keep coming back. And they're going to keep coming back. It's going to be up to you at the end of the day to say no more. Okay, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Because what I'm hearing is this could go around and around and around. Like this is literally the carousel. And this connection is going to keep happening. All right? I know you're very lighthearted, easygoing, you're fun, you're loving, and you're forgiving. But some healthy choices are a necessity here. And I think that's why you're coming in as the Empress, no matter your sexuality. And it's about self-love, self-care. Kind of like our reading earlier today. Choose the better thing for you. And I don't think this person is the better thing. Okay? It's not. But this person coming back again. And Spirit's like, are you going to make a better choice or are you going to take them back? Because you know what's going to happen. I'm hearing you know how they are and you know what's going to happen. Only time will tell if they're really going to change. All right? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow. And then we create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. Someone's refusing the flow, though, and I think you know who it is. You know who it is. Let's get a romance angel. Look, bottom line, your reading is saying this. You're going to get a second chance with someone. And it's not somebody new. I wish I could say it's somebody new, but with the Judgment card, boy, and the Star card reviving that tower. Ten of Swords in reverse. I don't think it's somebody new. I'm not saying you can't meet someone new. I'm just saying whoever I'm picking up on, they're not new. They are not new. Passion is going to fill your heart with joy. This is a soulmate. All right, this is absolutely soulmate. And part of your soulmate connection is healing family issues. Empress, mother situations need to be healed. You're helping them heal their mother issues, or they're helping you heal your mother issues. But someone's going to have to release their ex. The time has come to clear the energy and release them once and for all. So I think this is an ex, and you're going to have to let your friends help you. Ask for support, accept some support. All right? And it's not a twin flame, but it is a soulmate. Soulmates are hard to leave. They're hard to get out of and away from. But that's where you're headed. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. This is it. This might be the last come around. And I think it's because you've learned your lesson. Or maybe they have. Who is new? Let's see. Who's new? Spirit, show me the new person for Jesus. Okay, because that star card is like, we're going to revive it, but we're also going to rebuild our lives. So that Ace of Pentacles shows me there's somebody new. Who is this new pentacle? Knight of Wands. And they are born on the 19th or the 9th month. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. This Knight of Wands is going to come in and surprise you. They're going to be very passionate. There's going to be a high chemistry. You guys are going to get along like long-lost best friends. You're going to get along great. There's a great attraction here. And you know what? They're going to help you get rid of any emotions left over from that ex. But once you release your ex and the time has come and you make room for this new person, you're going to be so happy that you did. So let's see. The Knight of Wands says, this is the new person. Jesus, the Knight, is looking rather suspicious as they sneak away. Shh, don't breathe so loudly. They'll hear us. She whispers and yells at you. The flame is her guiding candle, burning bright. While this card can represent a teenager or young child, it will more likely than anything represent a person of any age who's willing to bend the rules if it means getting what they want. They follow the fire in their belly and never logic or reason. If you try to criticize the rebellious actions, all they're going to do is smile and brag. Some people will only ever experience this. If this is you, then I sure hope whatever it is worth the risk. If not, then what the heck are you doing? They're wild. This person that you're going to meet is eccentric, fun, risky, and may even love motorcycles. Okay, I'm kind of get this vibe that this person loves motorcycles. They may put you out of your comfort zone. This new person is going to make you stretch far outside of your comfort zone. But I think that's what you need. I think you need excitement. You need somebody totally new, totally different, because you are getting out of a really weird cycle with someone that keeps popping back up in your life. And so this new person is kind of just what you needed to get back on the horse again, but also up in new energy. I think this is the passionate person that's coming into your life. Now, what is a sign? It could be the other way around. I always leave those open. Now, what is a sign? A sign about this person is when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you. See, they're very carefree. They're like, who cares? I live for the moment. They risk their lives. They could be a parachute jumper. They could be a zip liner. They could be a rock climber. They could swim with sharks. I don't know, but they take risks. And they're like, we only live once. You can't take this life with you. The memories you have shared with those you love is all you take. So this person is like really helping you open up. Oh my God. So right here we got passionate. Then we got the Knight of Wands, which is really passionate. And down here we got passion again. A magnetic, seductive quality surrounds you and this person. And I'm going to say that the romance is hot and passionate. Now you're going to meet this person. Let's see when you're going to meet this person. I don't know, but I feel like there's a language, but it's from like Nicaragua. I don't even know where Nicaragua is. I don't know, but I heard Nicaragua. What is Nicaragua? Where is it? I don't know. Maybe they're from there. Maybe they want to go there. I don't even know. I don't even know where that place is. But it came up to my mind. Maybe it just stands for something. What does Nicaragua stand for? I also feel waterfalls. Major waterfalls are going to be something tying this new person to you. But it is a breakthrough. Oh, Nicaragua is in Central America? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Learn something new every day. Yep, this person's going to come in, and I'm not saying they're going to make you leave your cycle. I feel like you're already doing that. I just feel like their encouragement to not get back on the cycle. And they herald and they mark a new beginning. Again, I'm hearing something about the 19th. So I don't know what that means for you. Maybe that person has a birthday on the 19th. Or maybe 19 years difference or something is significant. I don't know. But I'm hearing that. And I just want to say, good luck. Because this person keeps popping back up. And I'm just so sorry they're torturing you. That's what I've got for right now. That's what I've got. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. I love you guys. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you another reading tomorrow because I'm not feeling this one. I'm not feeling it, Jesus. Maybe I'm too tired. So I want you to watch my video again tomorrow because I'm going to give you another reading when I'm more awake and it's not so late. But I hope you enjoyed the message. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Please remember to like, subscribe. Come join me again tomorrow, okay? Please, I'd appreciate to see you again. You guys have a great time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye-bye.